Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss about research design here. Okay. Before going for the research design, in the previous classes we discussed about that how we are going to collect the data here, how we are going to analyze the data here. Okay. Dependent variables we studied. Okay, we studied the independent variables also. How we are going to deal with the dependent variables. Okay, what are the researchers facing the problem in India? We studied that one. Okay, and afterwards we studied that how we are going to write the literature survey, why we require the literature survey. All these things we studied now. Okay, once you get the data here, okay, once you get your plan for your result, your problem, okay, then the next step is to research design here. Okay, first we are going to discuss about that what is meant by research design. Okay, how we are going to carry out the research design, all these things we are going to discuss one by one here. Okay, first what is meant by the research design here? Okay, first I will read out the sentence here. Okay, definition for research design, then we are going to analyze that one, right? Research design is the arrangement of conditions for a collection and analysis of a data in a manner that its aim is to combine the relevance to the research purpose with the economy in a procedure. Okay, what they are telling, it's the arrangement, it is one kind of the procedure. Okay, this procedure is going to have some conditions. Okay, that condition for collection of the data, for analysis of the data, in a manner, these conditions are in the manner that it will be relevance to your research purpose with the economy in the procedure. Okay, that you get understand here, friends. Okay, research design is nothing but it is one kind of the procedure. Okay, it is going to have some conditions. Okay, the conditions for the data collection, for the data analysis here, whenever you are going to do the data analysis and the data collection, that will be relevant to your research problem here. Okay, one more important thing here is that whenever you are going to do that one, always keep in your mind that should be the economically perfect here. You can say this one, that should be the directly proportional to the economic expenditures. Okay, it should follow that procedure also. It is going to be called as a research design work. Okay, now what are the design decisions happen to be in respect of, okay, some conditions are there, or some, you can say, some criteria are there. Okay, what are those? First thing, what is, first I need to clarify about that what is the study about. Okay, what kind of study I'm going to do. Okay, it is fully research oriented or fully experimental oriented or the hypothesis oriented. All these things first only I need to clarify that one. I should clear that one. Okay, means that what is the study about that. Okay, once you cleared about what exactly you are going to do the research, what exactly study you want to do, okay, what exactly you need to research for that, once you clear that one, the remaining steps will be very easy. If you are having some doubts or some confusions at the starting point only, okay, throughout the research you are going to have some problem. Okay, due to that reason what they are telling, first I need to clarify about the study here. Second thing, why is the study being made? That thing, once you done this study now, you need to clarify this. Why should I do this one? Okay, why should I this done I this study now? Okay, what study being made here? Getting my point? All these things now we are going to consider here, right? Third thing, where will the study be carried out? From where exactly you are going to carry out the study also? That's also very important. Okay, otherwise what happens if you started that when the at the full beginning here, okay, you will come middle here, still that is not related to your research topic or the research problem. That will be totally waste of money and the time and the efforts here. Due to that reason, where exactly you are going to carry it out, that first you need to clarify that one. Okay, I will give an example. If you are doing some research for the say some innovations. Okay, innovations, once you understand the correct problem statement, once you understood the problem statement and what exactly you need to uh, find out the solution for the problem, then you can easily guess that I should start from here. Okay, I should start from this point only, I should start from this research topic here. Definitely that will be helpful there. Otherwise what happens, unnecessarily the donkey work will be more there. Due to that reason, first we need to decide that one. Now third thing, what type data is required? Exactly, friends. Okay, we spent more time on the data analysis. Okay, what exact data, what exact inputs required for my research topic here. Okay, once you got the input for your project, my friend, for your research problem, now that 80% of research result research will be done. because collecting the required data, okay, where exactly you are going to collect, how much time is required to collect the data, how much money you want to invest on that, all these things, before going for the research design you should be clarify these things here, okay. After that, where can be required data be found? Okay, first I need to find out, okay, once I decided that these kinds of data is required, this kind of the data is required, afterwards I need to think that from where should I get the data. Okay, it is easily available, or it is going to take some more time to get that one. Okay, if it is taking more the time and the money here, that things also going to be considered in your research design here, okay. Now after that, what period of time it will be the study will include, right, decide yourself. Okay, once you are carried out in the research design, that time you need to decide now, okay, exact what time is required. Okay, it's required 3 months, 4 months, 5 years, 4 years, 2 years, okay. As per that one only, as per your plan only you carried out your research. Otherwise, what happens, friends, if you are not doing exact time calculation now, again there will be more delay also. Okay, once it is get delay here, that is going to be affect for your cost also. Okay, the dependencies will be increased. That one due to that reason, finalize the time periods. Okay, it will be how much your study will take that one, right now. After that, what will be the sample design? Okay, once we are going to have this one parallelly, we are going to design some sample design also. But from where we will get sample design? Yes, we are going to collect it from the literature. Sir. All already say for same research problem, so many sample designs are available. We are going to carry out that one. Okay, we are going to check that one. Okay, for that samples also 1 or 2 times we are going to give some input also our input, so that it is going to be take that one. What kind of results we are going to get that one. Okay, we are going to some comparison our design and the sample design. Okay, if you found that one the more accurate with the sample design, that things also we are going to consider. All these things now we are going to consider during the research design here, okay. Now what techniques of data collection will be used? Okay, so many techniques are available for the data from where you are going to get. Okay, whether you are going to get from the research process, or you are going to get from the research centers are there, okay, or some universities are available, or you can say this one for hypothesisly you are going to collect that one, okay, or you can say impact factor, from that also we are going to collect some data here, all these things now are going to be considered there, okay. Once you collect the data for particular area, that time you need to be, yes, that time you need to be clarify that one. You should be able to justify that one. Okay, I got this data from this here. Okay, this is the correct way to collect the data here, right? If you are having this kind of the data, no, this will be very helpful for us. No? Now, how will be the data to be analyzed? Once you collect the data, okay, you have collected from the different resources also. Okay, you have collected from the recent areas also, but you need to be guess that one. How we are going to analyze the data, whether the given data is correct or not, whether your given data is in the given format or not. Okay, I need to set some criteria as per my research problem. Yes or no? Once you collected that one, that afterwards you can easily analyze your data, collected data. Yes, that also you plan in a research design. Now, in what style it will be, report will be prepared. Once you collected this one, afterwards we need to prepare some report also. Okay, in what way we are going to collect the report here, or what way we are going to write the report also. That things also before going for the research design, you are going to be finalized that one, right? Now, after that, friends, we are going to discuss about the features of the good design. Okay, what are the standard features for to prepare the good design of the research here? Now, first, we are having some standard factors are there. Okay, the research design appropriate for a particular research problem usually involves the consideration. First thing, the aim of obtaining information, exactly why I am collecting this information. Okay, what is my goal? Okay, once you clarify this one, means you are going to get the information in a required manner or in a required way, that will be help you to do the research. First thing. Second thing, the availability and skills of the researcher and his staff. Now, it is my problem statement for my research topic. Okay, what are the skills are required? I am going to tabulate that one. Assume that this one have 20 skills are required. Among 20 skills, whether I am having how many skills among them I am having. Okay, among 20 I am having only 8 skills. Okay, if I am doing that one in a group research, okay, how much I am having? Another 4. 12 skills are having. Okay, but how much are required? 20 skills are required. Okay, another 8 skills now I need to study, I need to gain that one. Otherwise I need to find out then from where I can learn the skills to complete my research for. Okay friends, that things also are going to be considered. Now, third thing, the objective of the problem to be studied. 100% I said this one. Once you are planning to go for the research design, try to get to understand the problem statement. Once you declare the problem statement, try to find out the different objectives of the research problem here. All these things you finalize it, different objectives. Okay, try to get understand that one by one, read that one. 10 times you read that all the objects. Once you clearly understood all the objects, no, it will be very helpful. Okay, now fourth thing, the nature of the problem to be studied. 100%. Okay, what kind of the nature of the problem is it? That also we are going to study that one. After that, the availability of time, money for the research work. Now, once you finalize, you are planning to start your research. Okay, you started also. Okay, before that one, how much time is available? How much time is required to carry out my project? How much money is available? How much money is required to complete my research? This money and time, my friends, is very important. Okay, once you are having both sufficiently, you can do the research in a well manner. Otherwise it's very difficult to complete your research topic here. Okay, now up to that friends, we are having important concepts relating relating to research design here. Okay, what are the important concepts are there? Okay, first thing, dependent and independent variables. Already we have collected the data. Among the data, as I said earlier, we are going to bifurcate that one, dependent variables and the independent variables. Okay, once you clarify that one, we can utilize the independent variables for your research. Whatever the dependent variables are there, we are going to find out that how they are going to dependent on the independent variables. That also we need to study that one, because the result will be get vary based on the dependent variables there. Okay, due to that reason, what I tell you, the concept which can take on different quantitative values is called a variable. As such, concepts like weight, height, income are all examples of variables. Okay. So that second thing, control here. So this is very important characteristic during the research here. Okay. Now, one important characteristics of a good research design is to minimize the influence or effect of extraneous variables. Now, the technical term control is used when we design the study minimizing the efforts of extraneous independent variables. In experimental research, the term control is used to refer the restrain the experimental conditions. Okay, it is totally related to the dependent and the independent variables. Okay, dependent variables are depending on the independent variable. These variables are going to be called as the extraneous variables there. Okay, how we are going to control the results for this kind of the variables? Okay, the intention is to how we are going to control this one. Okay, that also we are going to consider in your result there, in your research there. Okay, third thing, compounded relationship. What exactly the components relationship here? Okay, when the dependent variable is not free from the influence of extraneous variables, the relationship between the dependent and independent variable is said to be confounded by an extraneous variable. Clear cut what they are telling. When the dependent variable is not free from the extraneous variable, okay, dependent variable is not free from the extraneous variable, the relationship between the dependent and the independent variable is said to be confounded by an extraneous variable. Don't get confused here friends. We are having three types of variables: dependent variable, independent variable, and the confounded variables, and the fourth one will be for the extraneous variable. Right, extraneous variable means if the dependent variable value will be get changed depending on the independent variable. Now, confounded variable, what they are telling, the relations between the dependent and the independent variable is to be confounded by an extraneous variable. independent and the dependent variable result can be changed. Okay, it can be changed with the influence of extraneous variables. During that time we are going to change that. Okay, now fourth one, research hypothesis. What is meant by the research hypothesis here? Now, when a prediction or a hypothesized relationship is to be tested by scientific methods, 100%. Okay, the prediction will be going to be set by the scientific methods. Now, it is termed as research hypothesis. Okay, once you get the results for any the problem here, that can be tested with the experimentation, or you can say some scientific methods also that we studied already in the experimental methods. That's right. Now, afterwards, the research hypothesis is a predictive statement that relates an independent variable to a dependent variable. Yes, that's a hypothesis is a predictive statement is that that is always going to be relates in a independent variable to a dependent variable. 100% right. Usually, a research hypothesis must contain at least one independent and one dependent variable. This hypothesis always should contain the one dependent variable and the one more independent variable. Okay, predictive statements which are not to be objectively verified, or the relationships that are assumed but not to be tested, are not termed the research hypothesis. Okay, if you got some verified results or the relationships that are assumed but not to be tested, if it is not tested, my friends, that terms are not going to use for research hypothesis. Clear cut idea. Okay, I hope you are understanding what I am explaining here, research hypothesis also. Okay, now afterwards we are having some experimental and control groups here. Okay, in an experimental hypothesis, testing research when a group is exposed to visual conditions, 100%. In an experimental hypothesis, testing research when a group is exposed to a visual conditions, it is termed a control group. But when the group is exposed to some novel or special condition, it is termed an experimental group. I hope you clear. Okay, in experimental hypothesis testing research, when a group is exposed, particular group exposed to the visual conditions, okay, it is termed the control group. But when the group is exposed to some novel or special condition, it is termed an experimental group. Now, treatments are the treatments actually it will be related to the, we'll read out now, approach will explain that one. Okay, the different conditions under which experimental and control groups put are usually referred as treatments. Or they are telling we are going to have the different conditions under which experimental and control groups are put are usually referred as treatments, right? Ajun, you done one research here. Okay, this research results now we are going to put in a different conditions, right? Once you given the different conditions and different control groups also put in a particular area, that is going to be called as a treatments only. In an illustration taken above, the two treatments are the usual studies programs, okay, and a special studies program. Similarly, if you want to determine to an experiment and the comparative impact of these varieties of fertilizers on the yield of wheat, in that case, three varieties of fertilizers will be treated as treatments. See, we'll give one example. You are doing some research related to the agriculture. Okay, we are having three kinds of the fertilizers are there. One fertilizers we are going to put in one environmental condition. Second fertilizer we are going to put in second condition, environmental condition. Third fertilizer we are going to put in a third different conditions here, environmental condition. If you put this one in three different areas, in three different groups with respect to the different condition there, it is going to be called as a treatment. Okay, during your research this time also we are going to check this one, because in summer you are going to give one kind of fertilizer, in winter you are going to give the another kind of fertilizers, and in some rainy season also we are going to give the different types of the fertilizers here. Okay, treatment should be considered during your research time, that also consider here. Okay, now at the end we are going to have one more, that is the experiment here. Okay, so if you are having the all you have done this one as per the procedure, you are going to take the treatments also. Okay, If you not check with the in the proper methods of the experiments here, the research is not going to get complete here. Due to that reason, what they're telling, the process of examining the truth of a statistical hypothesis relating to some research problem is known as an experiment. Okay, instead of going for that analysis here, friends, you know well. Okay, once you're done with the particular research here, okay, you need to verify that the experiment results with a different kind of the inputs also. Okay, we are going to give the inputs there, we are going to check that result is correct or not. Once it is correct, that one, then we are going to be consider, otherwise we are going to check that one. Okay, they are explained about some fertilizer also. We are going to give the fertilizer and we are going to check with the yield here. With this particular fertilizer, if I got the good yield or the profit from the yield here, then only I'm going to utilize. Okay, if I lost that one, the result definitely it is going to be get fail only. Some problem is happened. Due to that reason, we are going to consider that also. Okay, which all these things we are going to consider under the research design. Okay.